Welcome to Thick Rims, and we're gonna play some Chrono Trigger. And we're gonna talk about, I don't know what we're gonna talk about. We're talking about why this is one of my favorite games ever. You never played it before, have you, Jimmy?
I have watched my cousin play copious amounts of this game. Just like I watched him play tons and tons of other games. Yeah, put your name on it, man.
I just wanted to call him Chrono. We're not gonna finish this game, but I think this is a good game to play while we talk about what makes a game good versus what makes a game bad.
You gotta put your stamp on it though, but okay, that's fine.
I'll name another character something funny.
Malix.
How about that?
It has to be your name.
Well, that's right. I usually name my characters Malix.
No, you gotta be yourself.
In a future episode, I'll explain why I do that, but that's not for right now.
Neither here nor there.
Neither here nor there. Today we're playing Chrono Trigger, and this is, if I had to list my favorite games, this would be number one. For many reasons, and I'll get into them while we're playing. Chrono. Do the voices.
I don't know. Good morning, Chrono. Is this a guy or a girl? I don't know.
It's Chrono's mom. She says she smokes a lot. Wake up, sleepyhead. Get up.
That's awesome.
Lean's bells make such beautiful music. You were so excited about the Millennial Fair that you didn't sleep well, did you? I want you to behave yourself today.
This is great.
She smokes.
There's a deep anti-smoking message in this game.
Let's get moving now.
A lot of people didn't pick up on that message originally.
Yeah, so this
Chrono
game
dies
really,
in the end of
it really made me afraid of smoking when I played this game.
Oh, he moves so quickly.
Yeah, doesn't he?
The longest stride of all time. You're just walking through the house, Chrono. Calm down.
By the way, that inventive friend of yours. Oh, you know. Oh dear, I've forgotten her name. Let's just call her Luke out of my.
Oh, I remember the little face picture.
Yeah,
of her.
so this is Akira Toriyama. I think is that the guy who makes Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he did the art design for this game as well.
That's why.
Which is also one of the reasons why I really liked it.
Yeah, I forgot
That's
about that.
right, Luca. Don't forget, she invited you to see her new invention.
you really read ahead on that one.
Words are above each other right there. Run along now and be back before dinner. Okay. So now we've gotten through enough all the dialogue with Chrono's chain-smoking mother. So this game, one of the reasons I like this game so much is that it's one of the first really big narrative games I played.
Mm-hmm.
So Mario and Zelda, yeah, there's the story in the first Zelda game, and there's a story in Mario, but you don't really care.
The story of Mario is irrelevant.
You kind of just go.
There's got to be a reason for him to do what he's doing.
Yeah.
Otherwise, there's no point in that storyline.
Yeah.
But Zelda's supposed to have
the first Zelda has a storyline, but you don't really know it, right?
Okay.
You go into the game and you're a green dude and you got a sword and you go.
Yeah.
So this has got the first kind of it's somewhat of a linear story, but at the same time it gives you the idea of so I can go wherever I want right now, right? I don't need to go to the fair.
Yeah,
but I could go in there.
To make anything actually happen, you have to continue the actual story.
So it gives me free reign. These guys are gonna mess me up right now. I'm gonna run.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't have free reign right now.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot how to run now.
Oh, it's not a full turn-based.
No, it's not. So the monsters are in the world.
Oh.
So I could avoid them if I wanted. I shouldn't have come here. So Chrono wakes up. His mom tells him to go to the Millennial Fair. He decides to run off into the woods.
Oh, so you can take these guys down? It's easy.
Yeah, so these guys aren't too strong, right? So it gives me the option of free roaming, but at the same time, silently holding my hand to go along this narrative, and I'll explain more of that later.
Okay. I like it. Look at all that stuff you just.
Yeah, I know, right? So I don't need to be here anymore. So you end up going to the Millennial Square, and it's also the aesthetic of this game is everything kind of just has this. I don't know, it just feels nice being in this world. I can't really explain aesthetic that much in games. That's more opinion.
Well,
so here's this girl, Luke.
Colorful.
So I go up here, right, and I'm like,
pixely.
Oh,
that's fun. Oh, you just tripped her.
Yeah, we bumped into each other.
Oh, look, she dropped her amulet.
Yeah.
Is it magical potentially?
Yeah. Of course, it's a magical amulet. I'm playing an RPG made by Square Enix.
Yeah.
It's a magical amulet.
It's about giving.
Yeah. So she's all my pendant, right?
Oh, it's a pendant. Excuse me.
A pendant. So I'm gonna go pick it up for her.
A baylet potentially.
Go bring it back. Oh, it's a lot of sentimental value. Yes, so I could pick
no.
I have so I had
so messed up. You brought it back to her. Just tell her no, I can't give you this.
Is this yours? Oh yeah, can I have it? Yoink.
No, should have been quicker.
Psych.
Finders keepers. Back up. Come on, son.
Yeah.
Come on, son.
Yeah, she can have it back. So, but I have the choice, right? It doesn't really change too much of the overall story.
Would she have just been like, give me that. That's fine.
So, yeah.
But now you've made a friend.
Well, can I walk around with you for a while? Sure. Come
Sorry.
along.
No. Wow,
Girl,
she's way
you're
too
a true
excited.
gentleman.
Oh, she doesn't really hide her feelings. She really holds her emotions
Give her
on
a
sleeve.
voice. Give her a voice.
Come
on, you got this.
I can't do good girl voices, and oh, by the way, my name is. What is my name again? She doesn't know her own name.
I didn't know if it was Marl or Marley.
I think it's Meryl.
Meryl? Meryl works fine. Meryl.
I don't know. Meryl! And
Chrono
had this epiphany of what her name was.
Oh, that's it. It's like Pokemon. We're like, oh, I forget my grandson's name. What is it? Oh yeah, it's Buttface.
Oh, that's right, Buttface. I definitely always called him Buttface.
Or something like that. So now she's following us around, and so we're in this fair together. We can go over where we want.
Wasn't this cute? Nice little impromptu
So we're supposed
date.
to go up here and see Luca's.
You remember all this very well.
Yeah, well, I love Chrono Trigger, man.
I've never played. How many times have you played it all the way through?
I play it once a year, probably.
Isn't it a long game?
It's a long game.
60, 70 hours?
This is my favorite part of the Millennium Fair, right? So you can find this robot.
Oh, yeah, he looks very familiar.
He's like, my name is Gato. I have metal joints. Beat me up and earn 15 silver points.
Oh, and it rhymes.
I know, right?
He's
a rapping robot, so you beat him up.
But she's got a crossbow with it?
She's got a crossbow.
She's got more HP than you. You got hurt earlier.
So later on, you learn that she's the princess. And
spoiler alert.
I know, right? We're not going to get to that part today. But we learn that she's the princess, and there's you get accused of kidnapping her. So the things you do in the fair right now affect how the jury sees you as a criminal or not.
Ah, like later on in the story.
Yeah, so
there's
if I said no,
effect.
Yeah, if I said no to giving her pendant, it'll be like someone will be like, "Oh, he didn't give it back. He was trying to steal from her. He's a thief." And you're like, "Well, ooh, whoops.
Oops.
Shouldn't have done that, right?"
Interesting. Okay. Oh, you won.
Yeah, I won. I gotta heal Chrono up. Yeah, let's go over here. Let's go see Melchior.
Melchior. Was that a name of something in somewhere else? That sounds very familiar.
Yeah, where is he? So I took her out of the fair. That's not good.
You left the fair with her?
Yeah. We're probably gonna go over 10 minutes in this, so I can get to at least to the time travel part.
Yeah.
Okay, so sure, look at his stuff. That's great. I don't really care. So you'll eventually meet him and his brothers later on in the game. So it's setting up the rest of the game and kind of like these connections. And then he goes, by the way, talk to that young lady who's selling her pendant. You know, I'm like,
no.
I can say no. If I say yes, I'll try. Then
I'll
come back to bite me in the butt later.
Most likely.
Yeah.
Don't let this man con you into selling.
Don't let him con you. So it'd be no, and he's like, oh, you're a true gentleman.
That's a running theme.
I'm actually gonna go buy a sword.
That and smoking.
From him, I think. Buy all this iron blade. I don't have anything.
So
enough of that.
Yeah. This is one of those games you're saying. This is kind of one of the games that kind of almost pioneered storytelling.
It pioneered a lot.
Other than some game mechanics, I'm imagining too, with the fighting and the gameplay of it.
So yeah, most JRPGs were like you'd be walking, all of a sudden, poof, you're in a fight.
Yeah.
So yeah, and this
one they're visible.
Yeah. So I could avoid everything if I wanted. You wouldn't be smart because you wouldn't level up.
That's
but
not
like,
smart.
If I'm hurting.
Yeah.
And I want to avoid that. There's side quests because there's a time travel element.
Okay.
So yeah, there's a time travel element where you can go stuff in the past will affect stuff in the future, stuff like that. So there's side quests you can do.
So it's not totally linear.
No, it's not totally linear, and you can, if you want, challenge the final boss like right away.
Really?
Yeah.
Imagine that's impossible.
You're not gonna do well, and there's this little race going on right here. Look at these guys are.
Oh, I remember a race happening.
Yeah, they're chasing each other.
Chasing the cat, I think.
Well, yeah, I think the race you're thinking of is because in the future you meet this like cyborg.
Oh yeah.
Who like
it's like a button mashing thing, right?
You're sort of. You just kind of like swooping around him.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, this game really did not even just for RPGs, but just kind of for storytelling in video games.
Yeah. Which has become a big thing.
Yeah.
Because
now the whole debate is between is having a game with a narrative better than having a game with well-developed systems.
Okay. But I guess this was after a point when they had already actually developed decent systems for games, right? So it was like, now it's time to add this element to it.
Yeah, and they couldn't go crazy because, of course, the technical limitations of the hardware.
Yeah.
Which this, I forget what the quote is exactly. I think it's like limitation breeds innovation. Soda guzzling contest. All right, here we go. Let's do this. There we go.
Look at you go. It's a lot of beer.
Only 5 cans. Do you want to try the soda guzzling?
Seems like a lot. What button do I press?
A.
A?
There, yeah.
Okay, do I talk to him, I guess?
Yeah. So, what is...
soda. I thought it was beer.
Oh, okay. Yeah. They wouldn't have beer. Oh, whoa. Oh, hold up.
I'm just kind of shaking it more than I'm pressing it, really.
Dang.
Oh, that was
only 6. I think he's just always unimpressed, this guy.
That was exhausting.
You're awfully competitive, aren't you, Chrono?
Damn right.
I forget what everything comes into play when it comes to the trial later on. So I'm going to ask you, Jimmy, what is your favorite game of all time? And why is it your favorite game?
I've got 2 games that are kind of tied. One of them is The Last of Us, and the other one is Shadow of Colossus.
Oh my god, yeah.
I mean, those are 2 pretty common ones to say.
I've never played Shadow of Colossus all the way through.
I love it.
But The Last of Us is incredible when it comes to how it redefines storytelling in a video game. The idea that you play as Joel all the way through. Oh, I had to talk to the guy. Plays Joel all the way through, and like basically you and him, you are him, right?
Yeah.
Let me talk after I do this. What?
No.
Oh, the hold A. What the heck?
You didn't talk to him again. Judge your distance.
Oh, there it is. Okay, great. Fantastic.
You didn't hit the bell, but it's okay.
So you're basically, you're Joel. You are immersed as this character, right? And his decisions are your decisions. But then at some point, you're playing, and he goes rogue. Joel goes rogue. And... still setting up. And you can't... It takes you out of the immersion because you realize that this guy you're playing, who you are, is actually a horrible person.
Yeah.
And then the very last scene, you're not playing as Joel, you're playing as the girl. I forget her name. What is it? Ellie. And you ask Joel for the truth, and he lies to your face, and you realize that this character that you were playing, the hero that you were, is actually horrible.
But in like a good way, though.
But is it though? Because she said
it's one of those things. It's like, yeah, it's one of those where by the end of it, you're like, you've got mixed feelings about it, because big picture horrible, but small, isolated picture, he was so closed off to not just her but people in general at the beginning of the story, and then this girl kind of opened him back up, to being attached. And it
shows
to people,
how selfish he was,
and he ended up making a decision based on those like emotions by the end of it. So it's like a weird, you know what's right, obviously, but like, what would you have done in this situation? Yeah, sort of feeling.
So apparently, when it came out, oh god, I am not even paying attention to what's happening. Oh god. You're
supposed to guess who's who?
Yeah.
You're supposed to have watched them?
Find Piet. Well,
I think he's the one in the middle.
Think he's the one in the middle? I'm Vix. Oh great.
Shoot.
I lost. And also another thing I like. Cut back to here. I forgot to mention this, but like they mention like bits of the story. This is like also
like ahead of time.
Have you ever played Link to the Past?
Nope.
So Link to the Past.
I haven't played many Zelda games at all. I haven't played any actually. Now I think about it.
You really haven't, have you?
Never played a Zelda game.
Yeah. So in Link to the Past, they mention the Master Sword around town and stuff. So you have this lore that people are talking about.
Yeah.
And so it's like already ingrained in like culture. So there's a culture to the story. There's a culture to these people in this town and everything, right? It just adds a little bit of depth. Oh, there it is. Okay, it's open.
Nice.
So she goes, "Hold your horses, I want some candy."
Hold your horses, I want some candy.
I want some candy. So she's sitting there, and I can still move around, right? I'm not stuck there. So if I run off, right, and she's like, "Give me a second," and I can keep doing that, right?
How long do you have to wait for her?
Like some kidnapper. So someone overheard that now, and when they do the trial, that'll be held against me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hee hee hee. Thanks for waiting. So now let's go up and see Luca.
Okay, so this is like, how do they introduce time traveling as being like? It's just like a big thing at the fair. That's like introducing.
No, so she's made a teleporter, right?
Okay, that's a girl. That's a she.
That's Luca. Yeah, she's my best friend.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the person in the green shirt there. I was like,
so I go up to her and she's like, Chrono, where have you been? I'm not gonna do a voice for her. No one wants to try the telepod. How about you? And I'm like, sure, right?
This girl gets so excited.
She gets so excited. She's okay. So let's jump in there. And then of course, like, there's magic involved, and then all of a sudden it becomes a time travel thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna give it away. And then there I am. Chrono time traveled. He has a little surprised face he makes.
Time traveled, or he just...
Yeah, he didn't. He teleported. Sorry.
Okay.
That was great. And then I talked to Meryl. What do you call him?
Meryl, right?
Meryl.
Meryl probably has 2 L's.
I want to give it a try too, huh? Okay. So she goes in, and then come on. Just, sometimes when I'm trying to make points or just get to things.
Look at her with her glasses. How long would someone want to do that? You know how dizzying that is?
For some people,
to
like
adjust
us,
your glasses
who wear
that
thick
many
glasses,
times?
and you do that over and over again. Yeah, that is nauseating. She starts barfing everywhere. Okay, so she jumps in.
You're wearing glasses. You're smart. We get it. Like,
I like how her father just starts pounding on the machine to get it to work. It's
clearly
clearly held together by duct tape.
I don't want to use this machine.
And then her pendant like reacts to it because her pendant's of course magic.
Ah, yes.
And it sends her back in time.
So it reacts. The magic reacts to the science.
Yes, the magic and the science. So this, so there's future. There's magic. There's robots. You get a robot on your team at some point.
Cool. I remember that.
Yeah. Da-da. And the music is also really, really good in this.
Oh, the pendant hangs around.
That's what aesthetic is, I think, or how to describe aesthetic in a game where everything has to match. It's not just like it's not just the graphics, because there's graphics and there's aesthetics, right? Graphics can look really good, but
That's true.
if it doesn't have a
really
cohesive aesthetic,
look.
then it's not a good game. If the music matches, the design matches, like
the concept of the
colors,
the whole kind of
the concept, the theme of the game matching
kind of
with the presentation has to like be one whole unit.
Yeah, and everything in this game kind of matches.
Yeah. So now she's gone.
And they're like, what do we do now?
Yeah. What you just said is, what do we do now?
I should write for video games.
You should write for video games. So then I'm like, I know what I'm going to do. And then cue the best video game music of all time.
Really?
I love it. Right? It's just so uplifting. It's epic. I run to this music.
Nice.
I play this when I go for runs. It's awesome. I defy anyone to find more badass video game music than the Chrono Trigger theme. I defy you.
Look through it. It'd probably be hard.
You can't do it. You can't do it. That's a challenge I give to anybody. Put it in the comments if you think there's a better, more uplifting, epic song than the theme to this game. Show me. Anyway. So yeah, that's... I guess I could go in more depth about why Chrono Trigger is such a good game. Or what I love it. Because it just goes... There's so much to it. There's absolutely so much to a game like this.
And it's hard to put into a single video, but like there's a lot.
You would have to play this game for days to find out because it affected so much about like gaming, and you'd have to play it for I don't know, weeks to find out every little thing it influenced.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, that would be a long list of things.
Yeah. Also, fun fact: the pirated versions of this game, there was a code that when you got to this point in the game, it would just loop this image over and over and over again. So if you ever,
I heard it was like too big for the discs they put it on or something like that. I couldn't remember.
So if you pirated the game and you got to this point, you would never continue because it would just loop that image over and over and over again on purpose. So like
that's not very far into the game.
So now I'm in the past and I have to go find Meryl, and that's.
But there are still robots in the past.
There's no robots in the past.
Oh, so that's a. Oh, okay.
There's magic in the past. There's robots in the future. Let me kill these goblins real quick. Or these imps.
What do they kind of look like? They kind of look like the the Cybermen from.
They totally look like the Cybermen.
But like blue.
Yeah.
Their heads just look like the Cybermen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, next time on Thick Rims, I hope you guys enjoyed us babbling about what we think is
Look at
the
those
little
faces
shuffling feet.
Little faces they make when you hit them. I was like, ah.
Yeah.
The eyes get all big.
They're adorable. And that's like it's just all these little details in this game make it just feel amazing.
Yeah, it's got a weird mixture of like goofy but corny but serious kind of concepts to it.
We'll probably do another in this series of us talking about what makes games good with probably a game Jimmy will pick.
Ooh,
and we'll continue the conversation on game design. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Next time on Thick Rims, more chain smoking. Goodbye. More chain smoking. His chain smoking mother follows him everywhere. Throw time.